Like most artists, he had depression. There was a time when he had, I call it nervous breakdown, call it colitis, call it whatever it is, and that was 12 years. That was a long time.
In the 12 years that he didn't play?
Yeah.
In the 12 years
Yeah.
from 1953 to 65?
Oh, I was in this room very happy.
You were in this room very happy?
Very happy.
And you, Madame?
Not so happy.
But you stayed here.
Oh, yes, I did.
It must have been a difficult 12 years for you.
Yeah, because you see, from time to time he would say, I will never play again. I said, fine, very fine. And my heart was singing to my feet. But I would say, fine, fine. If
The
you don't
only
want to
thing
play.
I was doing the records, as I told you before.
Yes, you keep saying you were doing the records. The
But that-
fact is, you did not face the public for 12 years.
Yeah.
Yes, in the department.
And on one occasion, I'm told, you didn't leave the house for 2 years, and you almost never left his side.
I remember once, he was playing canasta with me and Milston, and Milston said, you know, I played in Oklahoma, and they said that you were in an insane house. And I said, what do you mean? I played with Horowitz the other day, canasta. He's fine. You see, there were always rumors.
But how did the rumors start?
You see, America likes bad news. They don't like good news. The headlines are always bad news. You sell the paper. If it's a good news, you don't sell the paper.
For the first year, I don't think that he came down from his room and he didn't play. Then he started to play. And then when it was about, he didn't play from 53 to 65. When it was 56 or 57, he started to make records here at home with, at that time, RCA. And then what pushed him to play a little bit, first of all, because he felt better and knew that he could play. But to reassure himself, he said, you know, I'm going to do a rehearsal in Carnegie Hall. You remember when they stood in line for 24 hours before the concert? There were people with mattresses. They stayed all night. That's why we got the idea to send them coffee and donuts. When we came out, there were still lines, and one young man said, Mr. Horowitz, I stood in line for 12 hours. And I turned around and I said, and I stood in line for 12 years. I don't remember why, but when I was in Milano, I went to a store that specialized in old music, and they had all the opus of Clementi, and I bought it. So Volodya discovered it.
There's more with the moon. I read lots about Clementi. I know that he's a very important teacher, very important connoisseur of the keyboard and composition too, but I didn't know that he's so prolific as a composer. That I didn't know. Then when I started to study his composition, and I read the biography of Beethoven, and saw how Beethoven was influenced by his improvement of the keyboard itself and the piano itself, because you see, the instrument inspires you to compose.
The
Instrument
instrument comes first.
Sure. He used the piano in the time when let's take Mozart, use, I don't know, that's the use of Mozart. This one use. This is Clementi. Beethoven was 7 years old when that was written already. He used it like a skeleton of what in future would came by his greatest genius alive, you know.